Like you're not doing not doing anything. And anyway, long story short, I wound up in prison, and that was Alabama State Prison, and it was tough. But my biggest lessons in college came from, and this is scary to say sometimes too, is the mistakes I made, while I was there, and learning about life and people, as well as learning how to finish a class, right? Like a lot of times people go to college, I want the experience, but like when you actually like finish it, you get the grade, you go for it. Okay, you have that sense of I accomplished it and I'm there as well. But also during that time is when I dove in, as I said, to the drugs and the violence. And started selling drugs, doing drugs. And within a couple of years, I wound myself up with a big boy, distribution of cocaine, controlled substances charge. And 7 years of my life, back and forth, in and out of jail, in and out of rehab, in and out of house arrest, until finally, I graduated college. While I was going through all this, they were tired of me. They're like, you know what, like you're not listening. You're smoking weed every day, or sneaking off to Mexico. We don't even know if like they thought honestly I was like cheating in class or something like that, because they were like, we see like we're tracking you every day, and like you don't study, like you're not doing anything. And anyway, long story short, I wound up in prison, and that was Alabama State Prison, and it was tough. My life before that, boot camps and everything I was used to, kind of like put me at an advantage towards someone who'd never been to anything like that before. And once again, scary to say, because I don't want to ever encourage anybody to go to prison. I mean, I learned a lot there, and I believe the power of these like conversations, like on your podcast as well, there's a couple of different kinds of people in the world, and some people learn from their own mistakes. Me, I have a hard head, I have to fall, and then I learn. And then there's others who can really hear that from someone else and really like embody that and kind of be like, you know what, that's not the path I'm going to go on. And I hope that we can kind of reach those right now, because prison is not fun, it's not cool, there's no street cred behind it. No matter how tough you are and how much you can handle it, which I can handle it, it sucks. There's no way around it. And not only does it suck in prison, it sucks when you get out and you're trying to make a life for yourself, whether it's a job, a career, a business, a loan, whatever it is. Like you have a little bit of a more difficult time. And if you're an entrepreneur and that's where you're trying to go, that's the least, nothing like that will stop you. And that hasn't stopped me. It's actually given me motivation to know that, hey, tunnel vision, this is my path. I'm not looking for any job. I know this is what I'm doing. I need to get it right. And from there, and from college a little bit, and from military school and the boot camps I went, I learned to give myself structure as an entrepreneur. I learned to give myself my own structure, not from a boss, not from anyone else. And I really, really I'm grateful for the hells that I went through as a kid, because it taught me inadvertently even that structure and that discipline, if I give it to myself in a loving way, can actually take me beyond, my wildest dreams.